So here is a fundamental question that has changed the way I think about my personal growth. What is character and how do we actually build it? Because it is one of the words that we use all the time. But what does it actually mean? So let's just define what a character really is. Character is the collection of virtues, values, and habits that define who we are, especially when nobody's watching, right? So it's reflected in the choices we make. It's reflected in how we treat others, how we respond to the challenges on daily basis. So who we become is basically shaped by our character. So in simple terms, our character is who you consistently choose to be, and is built through our values, virtues, and the habits we practice every single day. And that's exactly what Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about, creating a new personality in his books, Break the Habit of Being Yourself. If you know me, then you know me, that how passionate I am about these books. He says your personality is made up of your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. And over time, these repeated patterns shape your character. For example, if you are honest, even when lying would be easier, that's part of your character. If you can stay calm during stressful situations instead of reacting with anger, that's part of your character. If you can keep your promises and do what you say you are going to do, follow through on your commitments, that's part of your character. If you're thinking positively instead of negatively, those repeated choices begin to shape your character. Eventually, they become part of who you are. So character is simply who you are on a consistent basis. It's not what you do once in a while. It's what you do over and over again. If every day you choose to be kind, you choose to be disciplined, you choose to be honest, then these qualities become your character. So character is built in the moments when nobody's seeing you. For example, I'm gonna use this definition and use my example of my life and clarify that. For example, I'm gonna use my own example that I do every single day and define character in that terms. For example, my alarm goes at 3:30, 3:45 a.m. and I get up without any resistance and I make up my bed every single day. So this habit has become a part of my personality, and my character is, number one, discipline. I act based on my commitments and not on my mood. Two, self-control. I resist the urge to stay in bed when the alarm rings. I can think of third trait would be consistency. I repeat the same positive actions every single day. Reliability. I keep promises that I make it to myself. Not in everything, but in this particular trait I'm talking about. Responsibility. I take ownership of how I start my day. Intentionality. My mornings are designed and not accidental. Orderliness. Making my bed shows that I value organization and taking care of my environment. Respect for yourself. I treat my routines very important because I value my own standards. I can think about mental toughness. I choose a harder options because getting up immediately over an easy run, which would be snoozing. Integrity. I do what I said I would do even when nobody is watching. I wanted to clarify one of the nuances, because just because I'm waking up at 3:30 a.m. doesn't itself automatically indicate a strong character. I'm a morning person and I've trained myself to wake up early. Plenty of people with excellent character wake up at different times because of their jobs, their health, and their family responsibilities. Character trait is honoring the commitment you have made to yourself. Whatever time that happens to be, you are building your identity one decision at a time, one morning at a time, and one ordinary day at a time, because in the end, your character is simply the sum of the standards that you refuse to compromise. One of the helpful distinction I want to make in between personality and character. Personality is how you typically think, feel, and behave. But the character is the deeper set of values and qualities those repeated choices reveal. They're closely related, but character focuses on your moral qualities and the person you're becoming through your consistent actions. And one of the values that I am trying to build is honoring myself in everything I say that I will do in the field of my health. If I put it in my planner that I am going to walk for 40 minutes every single day, I'm going to complete that. If I said I'll do 50 squats every day, I will absolutely do that. So let's just reflect. How are you building your character today? What habit are you implementing every single day? Write in the comments, and I would absolutely love to read how are you building your character. I hope me defining the character, me getting clarification for myself helps somebody else also sees that. Write me in the comments. I would absolutely love to read that. And thank you so much for watching.